Mayor Rahm Emanuel has been one of the biggest war criminals when it came to the human rights violations in our community. To give you an international comparison of how grave this situation is, we asked the mayor, would they send Israeli children into Palestinian territory to go to school? Would you mix Sunnis and Shiites? These are tribal conflicts that the city of Chicago bad decisions are creating. We say that the loss of one life is the loss of two men. It's unacceptable. No longer will we sit back and allow for the mayor to force these plans on our hands. We warned them with the demolition of public housing that the violence and poverty will spread throughout the city. Mr. Mayor, you have been put on notice. You will be directly responsible for the death of these children that increased in dropout rates because children and parents fear for their children going to schools in hostile territory that you are creating. If you're making these decisions based off a budget need, think again. What is the price of human life? What is the price of our children, who is the future of Chicago? So when we talk about a city that works together, show us better than you can tell us. Keep these schools open. No more school closing. A moratorium on all school closings.
The closing of the schools reminds me of slavery. Black kids, black people could not, they were tortured if they were caught reading and learning. The bigger picture here, besides closing the school, is the safety of the children. There are over 11,000 homeless students that are in these schools. When you close these schools, which are supposed to be safe haven for our children, how do they get to school? They have made relationships and rapports with parents. Some of these children are not only on honor roll and homeless, but these are the only times they get a chance to have the 3 meals that Chicago Public Schools offers. What we will see, and I want you to know, when these schools that you have targeted close, how many of them will be picked up by charter schools, which will be led by clergy, starting in the Woodlawn area? So I want you to reconsider closing the safe haven of these schools, of the black and brown students. And where are they going to go? When you start taking closing schools and kids having to cross over into different territories, we're already known as the deaf city of Chicago. Who's going to take care of those medical bills? Mayor Rahm Emanuel? So with this needs to seriously be reconsidered.
Chicago is known as a city of communities, a city of neighborhoods. Yet and still, time after time, we see that these cuts, the largest cuts in the history of public education, are being brought upon, and it is unjust and unfair to the community and even the schools that are left behind to have their names changed, is to have their identity stripped from them.
If 54 schools close, not only our most vulnerable communities and thousands of children will be hurt, hundreds of good family-sustaining jobs will be lost. This weekend, custodians and lunchroom managers will join our teachers, lunchroom ladies, students, parents, and community members on a 3-day march for education for justice. This is our city, this is our school, and we are going to use our voices to protect our families and our children. This is our time to stand up and stand up to the bad policies the mayor is trying to impose on us.
En español, por favor.